Good morning. It is August the 3rd. Here's my to-do list for today. Just gonna start working on these for now. So I finished editing and I also finished drawing the thumbnail, which looks like this. I think it's pretty cute. After procrastinating for like a whole month, I'm finally gonna post this vlog. Ugh! So my laptop died a few months ago and then I had to take it to the IT and had them like try to fix it for me, and I ended up they ended up just like reinstalling the whole system. So then like I lost everything in my computer. So I had to re-download all of my like softwares and stuff. So obviously I had to re-download my Clip Studio and my tablet drive. But then like ever since that, when I draw on my laptop, it would lag. And it's really annoying when I draw, so then I kind of stopped drawing on my laptop for like a bit. Yeah, but then like I still like need to use my laptop, like my Clip Studio on my laptop. Even though I do have Clip Studio on my iPad, the version is different. I only have the forgot what the full name is, but like the X version on my laptop. The more advanced one is on my laptop. So then I was like, I need to fix this like lagging problem, because I kind of put it off and like just like stop using my laptop to like avoid it. But yeah, I think I mentioned in one of my previous vlogs, can't remember which one, I mentioned having my iPad as like a second monitor for my laptop. My initial thought for that is to like use my iPad as like a drawing tablet, so that I can like connect it and then I can just like draw it like this. But then I was trying to figure that out today, because I've been putting that off as well. But the problem with that is that I won't be able to have pen pressure if I do it like that. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to solve the lagging problem. And then it's honestly super easy. I just googled why is it lagging, and then like they was like, oh, it's probably because of like the drive you use for like your tablet. And then they were like, oh, uninstall it and then reinstall it and then try it again. I did that, fixed it. Oh my god, it literally took me at least, it's August now, so it took me at least half a year to finally like do the thing. Oh my god, my procrastination is so bad. But yeah, I solved the lagging problem, so now I can draw on my laptop again, which is way more convenient when it comes to like drawing the comics, even though I'm like not at that step yet. I'm still at like my script writing stage. But that being said, let's talk about my scripting. I called my friend 2 days ago, and then we tried to figure out my like plot, because the original story that I wrote was written like 5-6 years ago, like super long time ago when I was in high school. No, it was after high school. It was my first year of university, so it's like still a super long time ago. And then obviously the plot is like not that great, and like there's a lot of plot holes. My like story writing skills was like shit back then too. So yeah, I just like voice called this friend, and then we tried to figure out the plot. And like the plot right now is pretty good, but I still need to like fill in like the actual details and like dialogue and that sort, which is the step that I am doing right now. I am actually writing the script. I think I mentioned in like one of my previous vlogs again, I like having like an actual script first and then move on to paneling, because my brain cannot multitask. If I only have like the brief plot and like the outline and I want to jump right into paneling, I would also have to like think about all the details that happens in like the actual scene, and then also like think of the dialogues, and like my brain just cannot do that. So I have to like go literally step by step, which is fine. But yeah, it just takes more time. But I guess like in the long run, actually takes less time because I don't have to like go back and forth, change everything every time, because I will have like a base to like edit from, I guess. I guess. But yeah, I'm doing that now. I guess it's script with me time. Good morning. It is August the 7th, 8 a.m. 8:06 to be exact. I was just working on my script last night, and I wrote almost 800 words in total. So like not only from the part that I wrote from last night, but like also from just like everything. I think it was like 780 something words. And then I'm like starting act 2. So I think it's a pretty good amount. And like as I was writing it, it was obviously like, oh my god, so many words. But I think it's a good amount. We'll see. Yeah, that being said, I think today I will continue on with writing my script. Just editing one of the previous vlogs. It's the one where I finished my comic for the tapas contest. And then in the very end, I mentioned about the next project that I wanted to do. It's like another comic project. As you saw in this vlog, that I am actually working on a comic project. But I was looking at this vlog, like this vlog that I'm editing, and I realized that the comic that I'm working on right now is not the comic that I mentioned in the previous vlog that I said I wanted to do. So they're two different projects. I just thought it was kind of interesting because I honestly have a lot of projects in mind, but things just like happen and it just turned out like this. Yeah, that's why it's super hard for me to like plan out things, because I would say I want to do this and then I would probably start working on it and then stuff happens and then I'm like, wait, change of plans, I can't do that anymore, or I figure something else that is like way more important, or like I decided that something else was more worth it to do. It's been a while since I painted my nails. Wait, this is nail polish. So I was thinking we can like paint my nails and then we'll just talk about stuff. Yeah? I like got into a slump and then I got my motivation back about like talking to my friend about it. And I was just kind of thinking about it this morning because I've been in this like post-grad depression thing. It's not a real thing. I like just made it up because like the title, like the name fit with like my situation. And I was talking to Siyah, Siyah's my friend, about like this like very typical like post-grad struggles, and like not only post-grad struggles but just like I guess struggles in general. We're similar in a way where we're both kind of all or nothing type of people, and like Siyah is like actually like all and like never does nothing. She like puts in a lot of effort in her own like projects. She like also does like comics and stuff, but I'm not like that. I give up super easily. My all or nothing situations usually ends up just being nothing. Apparently it's a type of perfectionism, or like it's the result of being like a perfectionist, which I never thought would be the case because I was never like a perfectionist person, especially when it comes to like schoolwork. like assignments and like essays and that sort. Just like a simple buff and wait. It's good enough. You see, my standards of things is just like, good enough. I think it was like 3 years ago. I was talking to my best friend about like, I think like a personal project I was thinking of at the time. And then she was like, hey, I think this is actually becoming like an actual problem. And she's worried about me. Like only then is like when I realized that, hey, maybe it is a problem. My standards for school stuff is like low because I just didn't care. I was never the type that like really cared about my grades or like want to do good in school. I just kind of like, whatever, it is good enough. But then that's different when it comes to like my personal projects. Because obviously I care about the stuff I make. And like because I care, I like have way higher standards for like the project itself. Not like for me, but like for the project itself. Like I want it to be really good. But then like because my standards are like, I don't think it's too high, but it's definitely like I need to put in a lot more effort than I was at the time. The moment I realized that like, hey, I might not be able to reach that standard, I would give up. Because I'm like, what's the point then? Since like it's not gonna reach that standard, then like there's no point in like doing the thing. But there is a point. I just for some reason never like realized it, never thought it that way. But yeah, so after the talk with my best friend, I kind of changed my standard in like a lot of things from like all or nothing to better than perfect, which is a theory that I use for like my other stuff that I didn't care that much, but I need to use that mindset. Why is this not opening? Oh my god. Never mind. But yeah, I need to change that mindset to apply to my like personal projects as well, which is what I did for my tapas comic contest. Ugh. But yeah, I'm like definitely not 100% satisfied with like the comic that I did, but my goal was actually just to finish it and like publish it for like application, and I like completed that part. So I'm still like satisfied with like the project that I did. The project itself, like the comic itself, is like definitely could do some work, but like I accomplished the goal that I wanted to accomplish for this project. So yeah, like that's what matters, at least to me. Yeah, and when I talked to Siyah about it, she asked me what was my standard for giving up. And I said, sometimes it's like the risk. There's a saying in Chinese which goes like 鱼和熊掌不可兼得, which I think translates into one cannot get the fish and the bear's paw at the same time, which is pretty self-explanatory. And like that was the theory that I went by most of the time, especially when I had to like decide between things. 文很淡. But yeah, so like getting a job at the time was too risky because since school was like my top priority, I didn't want anything to risk that. And I felt like the other things that I wanted to do will risk it, so I would give up that thing. And I would like focus solely on that one goal. But like, just like me being who I am, it's like difficult for me to like focus on that one thing. But then because I was so scared to risk the result of my like top priority, so I wasn't able to even like try doing like multiple things at the same time. But Siyah was like, when can I get the fish and the bear's paw at the same time? But maybe I could like try getting like the duck feet. And I'm like, oh my god, like that really blew my mind. And I'm like, that is so right. Like who says I can't like try a little bit harder? Because I was just like so scared of like the risk that I just like didn't even try. But like Siyah was like, why not? And I'm like, yeah, why not? I was never the type who like tries really hard and like gives their like everything, because honestly that sounds stressful, and like people get burnt out really easily because of that. My friends, hard working is not a bad thing. You just have to like don't work too hard. And like I'm only realizing it recently, as in like the past like 2 years that like it's okay to like work a little bit harder than like my usual standard. And like honestly, I work better like that. Like if I only have one project on my mind and me being who I am, I would not let myself like spend 24 hours on like that one thing. I would like probably spend like 2 hours, because that's how long my attention span is. I would like work 2 hours on it, and then I would tell myself to like get some rest because I don't want to overwork myself. But then like after I like get some rest, it's hard for me to get back into like this like work mode. But if I'm having like multiple projects on hand, then I would be like, after 2 hours I tell myself, I should like get some rest, as in like get my mind off this project. Then I can do the other project that is probably like uses less brain power, or like just like a different part of the brain. And like that kind of switched my gears, but then like my body is still like in work mode, and that helps my productivity. I think that's my theory right now. But yeah, that's just some thoughts and like reflections that I had in the past month. It's definitely not like a one-time change, and like it'll definitely take some time to like build these new mindset and habit and like adjust to like a new workflow. But at least I'm trying, and I think that's what matters the most. I mean, I did change my mindset from all or nothing to better than perfect in like 3 years, so I think that's like pretty good progress, or at least there's some sort of progress. Cute. I mean, can you see? Not really, but I'm like not done with my nails, but I'm done talking. So yeah, thank you for watching. That'll be the end of like this vlog. I'll see you next time. Bye.